We moved to mainland Karachi when I was 5. The journey itself was an adventure. My family and I crossed the water on a Navy boat, leaving our belongings to make the long, circuitous journey over the land route connecting Menorah, our islet home, to the city. That land route took hours, but for us, the boat ride was quicker, a thrilling start to a new life. My new home, Neelofer Mansion, was a place of endless fascination, even if it was hardly a mansion by any stretch. We lived on the top floor, our space encompassing 3 bedrooms, a drawing room, and a kitchen. But my favorite parts were undeniably the rooftop and the balcony. A magnificent tree, its branches stretching from the ground below, reached our balcony, its dense foliage creating a natural private screen. It was adorned with red-orange flowers with a vibrant yellow base. If you looked closely, you could see delicate filaments, each tipped with a speck of pollen. My secret delight was to pluck a petal and nibble the tart, tangy yellow base, a burst of flavor that always made me smile.
At 5 years old, the world was still largely my playground. Whenever someone asked Ami, my mother, why Nomi wasn't in school, her answer was always the same, delivered with a gentle smile: Nomi abhi chota hai. Nomi is still too small. And I loved that. I relished my days, free to explore, to dream.
But this blissful freedom, like all good things, didn't last. One day, Ami took me for a walk, a long walk that stretched for 20 minutes. We finally arrived at a big building with a towering brick boundary wall. Large gates swung open, revealing the name Happydale School. It's for happy kids, just like you, Ani explained, her voice cheerful. She led me directly into the principal's office, announcing, "I am here to admit my son." The principal, a stern-looking woman, raised an eyebrow. "You're a little late," she remarked. "The session started 3 months ago. Why didn't you bring him earlier?" Before Ami could respond, my protective instincts kicked in. "Main abhi chota hoon." I am not old enough, I declared, stepping forward to defend my mother. Both the principal and Ami burst into laughter. Ami then explained that she held a master's degree herself and had taught until last year. "I thought I could homeschool my son for another year," she confessed, a hint of exasperation in her voice. However, Nomi prefers to play all the time with his brother and sisters. I haven't even been able to teach him the English alphabet. "But I do know the alphabets," I blurted out indignantly, feeling my cheeks flush. "Really?" the principal challenged, a glint in her eye. "Show me how you write it." I assumed she meant sing the alphabet, which I could, of course, do perfectly. The concept of writing, of holding a pencil, was entirely foreign to me. "Sure," I replied confidently. "No problem." I grabbed the pencil, clutching it in my fist as if preparing for a wrestling match, or perhaps to stab someone. Then, on the crisp white sheet of paper she provided, I proceeded to draw one gigantic, triumphant O. Ami and the principal exchanged knowing smiles. My fate was sealed. The year was 1964, and my formal education had officially begun.